Morning, students, parents, and the Belfast Consolidated School community. Welcome to our school closing for 2020. This certainly is a most different way to do our school closing. If you had told me we'd be doing a virtual closing at the beginning of the year in September, I would have thought absolutely no way. But here we are. This is one of the many ways COVID has affected our lives. I wish we were together for this event, but I hope you enjoy this presentation today. I know the staff has put a lot of effort into this closing for you. Highlights through the school year, I'm always amazed by the kindergarten class and how much progress they show each year under Miss Sari's guidance. They have learned so many social and academic skills throughout her play-based learning stations and other teachings. Anytime I went into the classroom, I was always greeted with great enthusiasm. The students were so kind to each other and the teachers at the school. They're just such a pleasure to be around. I look forward to seeing them in grade 1 next year. Grade 1-2 class with Miss Stewart and Mrs. Taylor was always a bustle of activity. This group was great to focus on the lesson of the day and were very kind to each other. I think my two favorite memories from this group was celebrating day 100 with them and also seeing the life-size pictures on the wall of each student. Anytime I was walking in the hallways, students from the grade 1-2 class loved to share what they had written about themselves on that picture. These students know what it is These students know what is important to them and what makes them who they are. Grade 3-4 class of Miss McKinnon and Miss McKeeman and Miss Bell showed great improvement throughout the year. This group were a part of the huge project that our school is getting lots of recognition about, and that's the grade 3-4 class wrote letters during COVID-19 of appreciation to essential care workers in Ontario. These letters were part of a gift packages sent to Ontario from the government for frontline health care providers. I've received numerous emails and phone calls from the workers who were touched by the letters of support from our students, writing to say thank you back to us. You all made a very positive connection for our province, and I want to send a thank you to the grade 3-4 class. The grade 5-6 class of Miss Carpenter and Miss Van Colin, leading the group, also had very positive experiences. This group worked very hard to learn together and to grow together. This group also wrote very positive messages and letters to frontline healthcare workers in PEI at the Gillis Lodge and the Kings County Medical Center. This project was noted by Mr. Parker Grimmer, the rector of the public schools branch, in one of his Wednesday's messages across PEI. The project work the students did in class and had on display was excellent. I know this group is ready for the next grade level, and seeing many of the grade 5-6 students come in to pick up their belongings, a lot of them have grown. So the grade 6s, I know you're tall enough to be in junior high for next year. The grade 7 and 9s, under the direction of me, Mr. Johnson, Miss Van Colin, Miss McKeeman, Mrs. Taylor, and the teachers of IHT at Montague Intermediate School, showed great progress with us this year. With this group, I think they showed the most growth in their enrichment program. Students worked individually and in groups on projects which included creating projects to give back to the community. I wish more people had the chance to have seen the students reading to the seniors at the Gillis Lodge. That was a great field trip. They also did projects with coding and technology. This group also got along really well and were very respectful to fellow students and to staff. I want to do some announcements for our grade 9 class who graduated on Monday evening and recognize their awards in each one of them. Outstanding attendance, honor roll for the year, and the Robert McNevin Memorial Award presented annually to the grade 9 student best exemplifying resilience, dedication, and school spirit went to Daniel McGagan. Our grade 9 student who won the following awards of outstanding attendance, honor roll, female athlete of the year, and the D. Waldo Taylor Memorial Award in recognition of a graduating student who has shown a true appreciation for the values for which this community upholds through its culture and its art in a way as exemplified by the late D. Waldo Taylor, and tied for third place in aggregate was Hannah Rooney. Our grade 9 student who also won this awards was outstanding attendance, honor roll for the year, and the Creston Gillis Volunteer Award sponsored by the Belfast Volunteer Fire Department to the grade 9 student for volunteering within the school and the community went to, and also tied for third place for aggregate, was Gideon Genge, who was also a valedictorian. Our grade 9 student who won the following awards: Honor Roll, the Kay Gillis Award for Scholastic Achievement, and this was from Kay, was a former junior high teacher at our school, and also the Martha Duggan Memorial Award, our True Friend Award, has been renamed in honor of the former student, Martha Duggan. This award was voted on and selected by our grade 9 students, and also second place aggregate overall was Sophie Lopez. Our grade 9 student who won the following awards, which was the Honor Roll for the year, Male Athlete of the Year, and the Ken McAleer Award for the highest academic standing in grade 9, all went to, in first place aggregate, Isaac Edward. Congratulations again to all our grade 9 students, and we don't have to wish you luck in grade 10 because you're going to have success in grade 10 at Montague High. Also want to just send out a quick welcome. We had 4 new students join us, a pair of brothers, Adam and Aiden Anob, who joined us in K and grade 6. And also 2 from Calgary, we had Kelly and Kirsten Young join us. And they were just excellent additions to our school, and you'd swear they've been here for years. Some news on staff from the year at Belfast Consolidated. We had a number of new staff joining us this year. Miss McKeeman joined us late in August. The work she did at our school for a new teacher was exemplary. Miss McKeeman taught grade 4 homeroom and grade 4 to 9 core French. Miss McKeeman made great connection with students, parents, and staff at Belfast Consolidated School. Next year, Miss McKeeman is starting a permanent position at Montague Intermediate School, and we're certainly very excited for her. But we will miss you next year, Miss McKeeman. During the school year, Miss Bell joined us to teach some grade 7, 8, 9 social studies, grade 7 LA, and some grade 3, 4 humanities and science. Miss Bell did a wonderful job of connecting with students and supporting their growth. Miss Bell was great to roll with the many ups and downs the school year presented, with many changes, twists, and turns in her schedule. Miss Bell has been accepted to attend Acadia University to be a counselor. We know she will be a great counselor in the future and maybe someday be back at our school supporting students. Have a great summer, Miss Bell, and make sure you study hard. Brittany Bert was with us as a relief EA from September until November. She was a great support to the students in grades 5, 6, and 3, 4 classrooms. I know some students had some teary eyes the day that you left, Miss Bert. Miss Bert continued to work at SKC and MIS during the school year. Mary Rooney joined us at the end of November as an EA to support our students. Mary is from the Belfast community and didn't take long to fit into our very positive school culture. Mary was great to support student learning needs and was very involved in helping students stay connected online during home learning. Miss Sylvie D'Souza joined us in September to help run the breakfast and lunch program at our school. We were very fortunate to have such a considerate person look after this very important job at our school. She always made sure each child had something to eat every day. Sylvie is super organized. Sylvie is also qualified as a substitute teacher and EA, and she filled in many times in the classroom for us. Sylvie also provided tutoring support for our students. We were very fortunate to have such a multi-talented person like Sylvie. I hope you have a great summer with your girls and Sylvie. Thank you for everyone what you did for this past school year. For custodians this year, we had Lana McNeil join us from Montague Regional High School. She was an excellent staff member. Lana was with us from September until December, and I'm glad we had her in December for her love of Christmas. She did a fabulous job at decorating the school for this year. It was unbelievable, and the school never looked so good at Christmas time. I want to thank you, Lana, for adding to the spirit of Christmas at our school this past year. Margaret Mcleod joined our school at the end of February. She has been very diligent in watching for things that need to be addressed during her shift here at the school. During the time of COVID, she has been working really hard to get the school clean for the return of staff and students. Margaret is an excellent supporter of our school. In December, Linda Sheppard retired as a custodian from our school. Linda was with us for approximately 3 years after coming from Charlottetown Rural. Linda was a great supporter of the community coming into our school. We want to wish Linda all the best in her retirement. And we hope you find lots of jobs for Barry to do around the house when he gets home. In the main office, we had two great ladies come in, Alyssa Thaxter and Nicole DeCourcy, fill in for Janice. Alyssa is a graduate of Belfast Consolidated School. I was very fortunate to have taught her. Nicole is a Montague High graduate and the daughter of Blair Summers. And Blair often is coming in Blair Shaw, comes into the school very often to do repair jobs around the school. Both Nicole and Alyssa were very energetic and knowledgeable young women. We're very fortunate to have them join us during the year to keep us rolling smoothly here in the office. Jody McKinnon has been at our school for over 8 years. Over that time, she's taught many different courses and participated in many school events like the Grade 9 travel, and also this term supported students as our guidance counselor. Ms. McKinnon is now a tenured teacher and will be at Belfast Consolidated School on a permanent basis. We are so lucky to have you, Ms. McKinnon. 2 years ago, Tara Stewart joined our staff to teach grade 1-2. She came to us from Surrey Consolidated School and was on a 1-year contract. Last year, we were able to keep her with a last-minute change in the schedule. We're so lucky to keep her. I'd also like to announce today that Ms. Stewart is now a permanent teacher at Belfast Consolidated School and will be staying with us. We're so fortunate that Ms. Stewart will be a bulldog with us. Changes for next year. Ms. Alison Mcdonald, who has been off on an educational leave and maternity leave, has transferred to LM Montgomery School for next year to teach grade 1. We want to thank Alison for all her work at our school for approximately 8 years in music and also as a homeroom teacher. Ms. McDonald is an excellent teacher who knew the needs of all her students. She also put in countless hours planning our Remembrance Day assemblies, Christmas concert, year-end concerts, as well as many other assemblies and musical events throughout the year. You will be missed by the students and staff, Alison. Mr. Calvin McPhail, who has been on leave from our school, will not be returning to Belfast Consolidated School next year. Calvin has increased his work time at Southern Kings Consolidated School. We want to thank Calvin for his dedicated work over the past number of years at our school and wish him best in his future endeavors. For next year, we have hired a new counselor in his position. Amy McCarran will be our permanent counselor. Amy has worked at our school in the past and has been a counselor at St. Louis Elementary School, Georgetown Consolidated School, and Morel High School. Amy has a connection to Belfast as she has some relatives who come to our school and her parents stay in Belfast during the summer months in a cottage. She loves to be joining us. She's very excited to be joining us here at Belfast Consolidated, and we're very fortunate to have her join us. Also, we have hired a new core French teacher for next year, Miss Carpenter. No, we don't have two Miss Carpenters next year. We did not clone her, but she is making a move from the music department to the core French position. Miss Carpenter will be a homeroom teacher and also core French next year. She's going to be excited for the change in her assignment. In the music department, filling in her role and helping in the classrooms as well from grades 5 to 8 will be Mr. Rory O'Donnell. Mr. O'Donnell comes to us from Surrey Regional School. He is also excited to come to Belfast to teach and has even talked about having a rock band next year for our students. Doesn't that sound like fun? I know Belfast has seen lots of musical talent and bands come through its doors. I'm sure with the work of our music teachers have done in the past, Miss McDonald and Miss Carpenter, along with Mr. O'Donnell next year, this trend is going to continue of great musicians at Belfast Consolidated. I want to thank the staff of Belfast Consolidated School for their dedicated work this past school year. Whether it's the bus drivers at the beginning and the end of a school day providing safe transportation, our EAs who support student learning needs and behavioral needs, our custodians who maintain a safe and clean learning environment, Janice who keeps us all on track, or our teachers who provide a superior learning environment, they're all dedicated to provide the best for our students. Your daughters and sons are well looked after here at this school. It takes a very special group of people to provide an excellent education, and I can assure you that our group goes above and beyond every single day. I want to take a moment to thank Janice for all her hard work in the office this school year. She is always great to troubleshoot issues before they even happen. She's able to look after all the affairs of our school and keep it straight for us. She is the first person visitors meet in our school, and she is the perfect representative of our school as people come in to this building. Pleasant, positive, and engaging every time. I want to thank Mrs. Van Colen for her work as a vice principal here at our school. Mrs. V takes on so many different tasks most VPs would shy away from. She loves to push her limits, but never takes on more than she can. This year, the work Ms. Van Colen did for many projects, but in particular, the library enrichment program showed excellent results. The library was a hub of activity this year, and a refresh of color, books, and furniture, and of course, the Games Club brought in lots of students. Ms. Van Colen took on the enrichment program and offered many excellent learning opportunities for grades 7, 8, and 9. The work she does for our school in many different areas adds to the life of our school. I want to thank you, Ms. Van Colen, for the work you do to support our students, staff, and for the work I do as well. I know things have been very different for us post March 13th. I hope as families you are able to take more time together doing the things you love to do, whether it's going to the pool, beach, parks, camp, golf, gather together as larger groups, of course, under our numbers we need to maintain, but I hope you get a chance to do that this summer. One thing we have learned as a society is that we need to do the simple things in life that you love to do. I want everyone to have a safe and fun, enjoyable summer, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in September. Take care, everyone.